Okay, we've got an update on the tragic death of the chief engineer on board motor yacht Baton Rouge in Antigua, which we reported on in the last video. Now, firstly, we want to make a correction. The chief engineer's name was Roy Tem. We want to apologize for the mistake we made on his name. This was taken from early reports from news outlets and it was mistakenly spelled incorrectly. Mr. Tem is survived by his wife and 2 children. Now, Burgess Yachts, who managed the vessel, gave us some information on the accident. The power outage that we reported on the previous video actually occurred the day prior to the accident. So on Thursday, the 22nd of February at 20:58 hours local time, Baton Rouge experienced a blackout and functionality was restored immediately. But as a result, a damper was identified to be no longer working and maintenance was scheduled for the following day. Now, we're assuming this to be a fire damper. We'll come back to that shortly. So the following morning on Friday the 23rd of February at 07:30 hours local time, the chief engineer entered the technical space to work on the damper, and shortly thereafter he was found unresponsive. Medics were called and performed CPR. However, at 10:19 the engineer was pronounced dead after being transferred to a local hospital. Burgess spokesperson sent us a statement and they said the next of kin has been notified and we are working with the authorities to ascertain further details. Burgess is providing guidance and counsel to the crew on board Baton Rouge, and we ask at this time that you respect their privacy. Our deepest thoughts go out to family, friends and colleagues. Now, after our first video, we had quite a few messages via email and the comments section about Mr. Tem, and we thought we'd read a few as it speaks to his popularity. YouTube comments said, "A good friend to many, a dedicated husband and father, and one of the best engineers I have had the privilege to have known for 31 years. Some comments from emails said he was a fantastic person, a brilliant engineer. He was technical manager for a large fleet and worked as a consultant to a management company before returning to life on board." Another comment said, "Regarding your video on the fatality on board Baton Rouge, as a friend of and roommate with Roy back at Warsash, which is a nautical college in the UK, in the early 90s, I would respectfully ask that you correct his name in the video." And another comment said, "He was a friend of mine and an ex-colleague when I worked as an owner's AVIT rep." So a lot of nice things being said. Now, there's a fundraiser has been set up by a friend of Mr. Tem. It's a GoFundMe type fundraiser. They're aiming to raise £10,000. I think they've already raised over 5,000. I'll post a link in the description if you want to donate to that fundraiser. Now, in the statement, they referred to a damper failing. We're assuming this was an air damper, often referred to on board as a fire damper or a fire flap. A fire damper on a boat or a ship is a crucial safety component, primarily designed to prevent the spread of fire and smoke through a vessel's ventilation system. The damper is installed as part of the vessel's HVAC system and is part of the yacht's safety system. It consists of a set of louvers or blades that can be closed tightly, thereby sealing off the duct and air supply. The damper flaps are by default in the open position, but close when either triggered from the engine room or are possibly operated as part of an automated fire system, as seen in the video on screen. Now, the chief would have had a notification of the damper failing from the yacht's management system, and it's at this point the chief entered the space to work on the issue. Now, we'll have to wait for the report to finally know what actually happened. We noticed some speculation in the comments, which is normal, but that some of them were coming to conclusions, which, blaming or not blaming people. We don't know anything right now other than what's been reported, so we can't come to any conclusions on what happened or if anyone was to blame. So please try to withhold any kind of speculation or blame in the comments section. UK investigators have flown out to Antigua after the incident as the yacht flies a red ensign. It's registered in the Isle of Man. Obviously, we'll keep you informed on any updates. Thanks very much for watching this video. You've been watching a Superyacht News clip. If you'd like to see the full unedited Superyacht News video, you can click on the link over here. You can also find our channel links below here. And if you'd like to see more shorter videos like this one, be sure to subscribe to this channel.